It's time to meet back up with Xiao. Let's catch him out outside.
Giddy up!
Xiao, Cloud Retainer, Beta Ping! We're here! Any news on Zhangli? Wait, are we?
Well,
Oh, then
the scheme to plant mint in one's abode was one those two fools devised together? And when it comes to punishment, one does not discriminate. His banishment ends in 3 days as well.
wow, that's pretty harsh, Cloud Retainer.
Let's get down to business. We have news of Rex Lapis.
Huh? Isn't that...
Yes, Rex Lapis's geopillar. It descended from on high this morning. He must have sent it for a reason, but it does not respond to our touch.
So, what does it mean? Is he in trouble?
Not necessarily. It could be a message only a specific person is meant to receive. Traveler, you alone spoke to Rex Lapis before he left.
Oh, so it must be for the Traveler.
Give it a try.
Come to the spring on Mount Qingse. I have left an entrance for you.
Well,
Just as one surmised, it seems that Rex Lapis will not countenance our involvement in this matter.
That would not surprise me in the slightest. He's always had a soft spot for the Traveler, after all. But be that as it may, we have served Rex Lapis for millennia now. In other words, I'm sure this has nothing to do with favoritism. He's probably just trying to protect us.
that's right. So you mustn't let your guard down, even if Rex Lapis is by your side.
All right, let's get going. We'll try not to keep you all waiting.
Take me up!
Keep your eyes peeled. They should be around here somewhere. Time to shine.
A little amazing! At first, flavor.
The wrong test subject. The wrong test subject.
Who could have imagined that the once mighty Geo-Archon might end up so? Sitting on a humble stool in the woods, quietly weaving moonlight? You really do look like an old man now.
This is a Shao lantern, not a moon lantern. In ages past, when the gods waged war and the world was in turmoil, these lanterns were lit to guide fallen warriors. Had you tarried in the mortal...
Even so, it bears such a striking resemblance to the moon.
Perhaps for instance, who is to say that some of Langan's magnificent jade? It is conceivable that this ritual was transmitted in some...
Now, let's not let ourselves get carried away. For all its alas, it is just a pity that the little... But you, Geo-Lord, now that you rule this realm, why take the trouble? Not to mention the risk. Are you not afraid that you might be sullied by the curse of time that was laid upon me?
There is no risk to speak of. At least, not in
As I have stated, time, Geo-Lord, the ancient affairs of Langan have nothing to do with me. For I am but one of her Surely you did not take us. Sorry to break it to you, but you seem to have found yourself the wrong one. Anyway, do tell me.
Very well, then. I have come to ask for Zibai's shade.
Oh? So, the Geo-Lord has set his sights upon Zibai's human soul. And what is it that you intend to do with it?
The world outside is changing. With the new moon's birth, the confines of the Shadow Moon are gradually disintegrating. Consequently, strange phenomena have manifested within Langan's former domain, leading to the earthly soul's reappearance as well. The last of the trio, the human soul, is in your possession. My intention is to gather all three together, so that an old friend may finally make her return.
I must admit, it seems that some remarkable affairs are coming to pass in the out. Back in the day, it was you that freed me from that painting. And afterwards, I took up arms in your name. Together we first subdued Chen Yu, but now that the debt has been repaid, what cause have you to expect my aid?
Zibai and I have long been friends. Given not only that you were manifested from a corrupt desire within her divine form, but that you also possess a fragment of her soul.
I think you'll find that we are now as separate and distinct as any two beings ever were. What once shone with radiant purity has long become dust. What you see is no longer what it was. Oh, great Lord of Geo. Should this still be unclear to you? Wait! One moment, if you will. Should this Even those puny mortals know how to haggle when striking their bargains. Should you, the famed god of contracts, not Come now, enough with the posturing.
Very well. I had, in truth, prepared a new contract.
I knew you would. Yet, you should know that I want for nothing. For
Then why persist in...
that is merely my way of passing the time. And what of it?
Those tales have long since...
Who?
Should my words prove insufficient, I invite you to see the world for yourself. To this end, I have found you a pair of trusty guides. The Lantern Rite is presently underway in Liyue, and should prove quite interesting.
So this, then, is the contract you have
Indeed it is.
Surely you do not...
Why not see for yourself? You can always decide afterwards. The final determination, of course, shall rest with you.
Is that so? Then perhaps this deal might not be entirely off the table after all. Where then are these guides of which you speak?
Hey, it's Young Lee! Oh, we've been looking for you everywhere. We thought you might have gone missing.
You're here.
So these are my guides. Well, well. They certainly... Oh, you poor innocent...
Soda
The situation is not quite as...
I would suspect that depends on how well you entertain me.
Entertain you?
Let us start with this Liyue harbor of which I have heard so much.
How come this Adeptus? Okay, we'll take care of it. Look! We've arrived at Liyue Harbor. Not only is it Teyvat's busiest port, it's also the beating heart of Liyue. So, dear madam...
With humble fare and wine to sip, in comfort clothed and soul at ease, one eats and up.
So we're heading straight... There are two main... Oh... But don't you worry about that. Come on! Aren't you supposed to be pals with Hu Tao? I'm unsure we can afford to spend a little more of her mora at least. Hey! All Paimon wants is to provide our Adeptus with the...
Both certainly just now, though.
A hungry porter, huh? Yep. Nothing fancy schmancy there. Just tasty dishes made with simple ingredients and a Oh! And the owner happens to be a good...
One mean restaurant.
Yippee! Wamin restaurant, here we come! You still can. But I don't think I've met this lady. You could say that. Oh, I see. Well, hey, by the way, I'm Zhongling.
Miss Xiangling, Have you ever heard of the White Horse Adeptus?
Of course.
I am her, and she is me.
Huh? You mean you're an adept?
Oh, you young'uns crack me up. Come on, Xiangling. You've got to keep up with the times. Haven't you heard of cosplay? It's like a role-playing game where you dress up as famous characters and pretend to be them. Seriously, it's all the rage, and it looks like this young lady is quite the expert. Your friends sure keep their fingers on the...
Wow, Dad. Didn't know you were so tuned in. But how come I haven't heard about it?
You gotta listen to our customers. Didn't I tell you to spend less time?
Hey, I like making friends too. Anyway, even if it is just a costume, is it alright if I still call you White Horse?
Of course it's all right, because that's exactly who I am.
Okay. I can see you're really committed to the role. In that case, you can call Paimon the Real Traveler. Yeah, right. You could have at least switched outfits.
Puny mortals. Nevertheless, I suppose...
All right, go grab your...
Hello. May I ask if Miss Xiangling and Chef Mao are here?
Yeah, they're just over there. Wait a sec. Aren't you... So, what would you like to... You're...
Hello, Miss Xiangling. It's me, Lu Xiangxiang, the one who broke some stuff here at your restaurant a few days ago. I just wanted you to know how sorry I am. I honestly don't know what came over me. Please forgive me.
Oh, it's you. You really gave me a fright that day, young lady. You didn't actually get food poisoning from our blackback perch stew, right?
Come on, Dad. She's come... It's all right, Miss Lu. You must have been feeling a bit off that day. You're looking so much better now, though. Why don't you grab a table, too? This one's on the house.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Hey, it's totally okay. We all feel under the weather sometimes, especially when we're away from home. Go on, find yourself a... yikes. Looks like all the tables are taken. Wanna come sit with us? We've got an extra seat over here. Thanks, guys. So what we...
I should very much like...
It wasn't poisoned.
So that's one portion of blackback Paimon wants. Sure thing. Looks like... Let me think. Well, since it's lantern rite season, you better try out the triple lid. As for the carbs, since we've got a full table, how about then for dessert? I'll whip you up some Lucky Snow Delight. I just came up with it a few days ago, and I can't wait for you to try it. Wow! Sounds like quite the feast. Looks like Paimon's in luck today.
Am I the only one who thinks that's way too much?
Not at all. Don't worry, I know what I... But since this is my first time, okie dokie, just sit back and relax.
Hold on. Did I just hear Miss Xiangling mention the White Horse Adeptus?
You did indeed. And you're looking right at her.
That's a joke, by the way. She's cosplaying.
Oh, I see. Phew, almost believed you there for a moment.
Tell me, little one, what business might you have with the White Horse Adeptus?
It's a long story. Basically, a while back, our findings show that they date back to the era of Long Gone, an ancient nation whose people are said to have been the ancestors of some of the modern-day inhabitants of Chenyu Vale.
And why might such matters concern the White Horse Adeptus?
Because some of those relics not only there have long been legends claiming that the White Horse Adeptus was a deity of that era, but there are plenty of other theories out there too. If I could just locate some more detailed records, I'm sure we'd be able to find out so much more.
So you're into history?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually joined the archaeological team by sheer accident. But once I'd started down this path, I knew that I wanted to make something of myself. Recently, though, things seem to have taken a turn for the worse. Still can't believe I caused such a mess.
Oh, so you're considering becoming a martial artist now instead?
No, I mean, they weren't seriously hurt. It was just a few scratches, and they let it go after my mother compensated them. Either way, my career is pretty much over. And even though both the victim and the Ministry of Civil Affairs say they won't be pursuing the matter any further, my father says he's going to punish me according to our family rules.
Family rules?
Yeah, he's decided to ground me. I'll have to return to Chaoying Village after Lantern Rite, and goodness knows when I'll be allowed to leave again.
Wow, that's harsh. Sounds like the kind of thing only rich, super traditional parents would do.
We're not exactly rich, though. All we own are a few tea fields in Chaoying Village and a guest house in Liyue Harbor.
A guest house? It isn't Baiju Guest House by any chance?
Yep, he's my grandfather. So, you've heard of the guest house before?
Small world, huh? Come to think of it, didn't Boss Lu mention something about hoping that the White Horse Adeptus would show up and let her divine? Sure, but Paimon's guessing this wasn't exactly what he had in mind.
Little one, it sounds to me that your family is rather well off after all. What then drew you?
Even if I stayed at home, there's no guarantee I'd lead a nice, easy life. Recently, my grandfather put him. That didn't turn out well, though. My grandfather yelled at him for days, even calling him a bad son, and they still haven't let it go.
Oh! Paimon thinks we might have heard about that too.
Long story short, being dependent on others is never fun. You just end up being completely under their thumb. That's why I want to make it on my own out here, no matter how hard it is. After all, as the saying goes, to ride... What's so funny about that?
You poor, innocent little creatures never fail to amuse me. To think you would endure all manner of hardships in your brief time on this mortal plane, and all that merely to rise above others. I would have thought that the wiser path would be to simply roam this world as I do.
Huh?
Tell me, what is it that you truly delight?
What I delight?
Yes! Surely there must be something you don't find quite so exhausting. Whatever delight...
But... do things...
Of course! Take Miss Xiangling, for instance. I defy you to detect even a hint of hardship on her face when... So, since it seems you are resolved to tread the rocky path, you should strive with all your might to pursue that...
You mean, like cosplay?
I suppose.
Looks like the White Horse
I think I get what you mean then. Maybe I should have a chat with Miss Xiangling before I head home.
Okay, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. Wow.
Ooh, finally!
Hey, didn't you hear what What's up?
How fiercely this mortal fare burns upon the tongue! most satisfying as poisonous stews go. So, where to now? Time, I think, to seek out some diversion?
Oh, there's plenty of entertainment options in Liyue. Paimon will tell you that.
Storytelling performance?
You know, like listening to people telling stories. Stuff like the divine damsel of devastation through the eyes of a dragon. Or,
What about the story of the bright moon that sits in the...
Paimon, since we're on the subject, you like telling stories yourself, right? Why don't we...
In that case, I'll have to trouble the two of you to lead the way.
Awesome! Let's go! Third round knockout, here we come! Let's fly!
What a tongue twister. I'd have made a complete fool of myself if I tried to say it on stage without practicing it. Call yourself a...
I used to have that problem a lot. But if you just take your time to grasp the meaning and commit it to memory...
You're right, Miss Yoon.
Hey, Yunchin! Fancy seeing you here!
Ah, Traveler and Paimon.
You may call me the White Horse Adeptus.
The White Horse Adept...
She's not really an adeptus.
I see. Well, it certainly looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, funny you mention it. Once, to perform through the eyes of a...
Sounds like you just wanted an excuse to...
Hey, that's...
You're one to talk. Paimon's traveled all over...
All right, then. Since you claim to be so knowledgeable, why don't you prove it by reciting an ancient poem?
An ancient poem? Which one?
Ha! See? You mean to tell me...
What kind of a title is that?
Quit teasing, Paimon. When we first saw it, we couldn't figure out what it all meant. So in the meantime, we decided to just refer to it as an ancient poem. However, thanks to the painstaking work of the scholars who were tasked with decoding it...
Oh, yeah! Didn't Kuching mention that before? It's got something to do with Longan, right?
That is correct. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has issued a notice stating that, although it is true that the moon may disappear tonight, we should be in no danger. In other words, there's nothing to fear. But if you're worried, we can always take a leaf from the Book of the Ancients. By reciting this poem, I mean, and calling for the White Horse Adeptus's aid. If we do that, I'm certain she'll protect our moon and keep us safe.
Oh, seriously? Paimon has to get a look at this. Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light. Under moon iridescent, in night divine. Blah blah blah, something cloth so fine. Something about fields being plowed. Something else about seeds.
The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth...
Whoa! You did that without even looking!
Bravo! Bravo! Looks like this young lady really does know her role in...
That's because I am...
That's the spirit. This is exactly the kind of mindset I was talking about. Behold, mortals. Believe me, young lady.
I must say you are rather amusing as mortals go.
Miss White Horse Adeptus, it is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance today. I have some questions regarding the poem, and I was wondering, perhaps, if you might be able to shed some light on it?
You want me to explain the...
Your guidance would be much appreciated.
Fascinating. Huh. Tell me, do all the people of Liyue still express such reverence for the ancient ways?
Well, it's true that we hold a deep fondness for our history, but it is hardly our only pursuit. One of my good friends, for instance, is even more devoted to the modern Fontanian art of rock and roll.
Exactly! And don't forget, great practitioners of the role-playing arts walk among us too. People like me and you, young lady.
Yes. So rather than placing too much emphasis on our reverence for the ancient ways, it might be better to say that here in Liyue, 100 passions bloom, each with a voice of its own.
I see. Then, I suppose it wouldn't do any harm for me to enlighten you. In truth, it is but a simple poem of blessings. Its meaning is this. As the eternal moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade, as the iridescent moon as the frost moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the mugwort and Artemisia, so that they may be perfect for divination.
So she really did come down from the moon?
She shows the people how to use the plow and spade to purge the land of weeds, till the soil, and heap up the earth to make it fertile. Then with the hoe, she teaches them to sow their grain, bestowing the promise of life upon every seed. She blesses the millet and the beans, ensuring that their stalks and vines stretch forth without end. She graces the wheat and the rice, so that their heavy heads are filled with plump, glistening grain.
Sounds like she's a real pro at all this farming stuff.
The fruits of the field are harvested and brewed into sacred wine for honored guests. This we reverently present to the divine maiden, with every ceremonious step flawlessly observed, so that she may witness the depth of our piety and respect. Oh, divine maiden, how can your graceful presence in the sky not seem like that of a fairy descending from the heavens? Oh, divine maiden, how does your pure and radiant form not resemble the guardian spirit of our land? I send my heart's desire, ascending to the heavens, beseeching you to grant us good fortune and blessings in the coming year.
Huh? So, that's what it's supposed to mean?
I find myself speechless, moved beyond the power of words to convey. Oh, young lady, you have shown me the heights to which a true role player might aspire.
A truly remarkable performance. I did not anticipate that anyone could unravel this poem with such depth and clarity, and so soon after the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed, too. I'd even begun to consider myself somewhat versed in the matter, but as they say, there's always someone more knowledgeable out there. Allow me to extend my thanks to you, Miss Whitehorse.
You are far too humble, young one. I must confess, it is I who have been surprised, not only by you, but also by this Liyue harbor of the present day.
Ah, so you're not from Liyue. And what, may I ask, has surprised you about it?
Oh, it's nothing. Very well, my guides.
No problem! We'll take you wherever you want.
Oh, leaving so soon? Before you go, allow me to introduce myself. I am Yunjin, director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. May I ask your name in return?
My own name is scarcely worth mentioning, but since you asked, perhaps I'll tell you the title of that poem instead.
Huh? So, it isn't actually called an ancient poem?
Of course not. Its real title is Odes of Long, Zibai.
Odes of Long, Zibai.
All right then, until we meet again.
Hey, Ganyu! I almost forgot to mention. On my recent trip to Nodcry, I came across something really fascinating in the Frost Moon Scion's library. I found records in their collection of another divine envoy living on the moon.
A divine envoy on the moon? You don't think it could have been referring to the White Horse Adeptus too, do you?
No way to say for sure. Still, the similarities between our legends are intriguing, to say the least. Isn't it amazing? Especially when you consider how far apart we are.
It truly is. We might live in different lands, but when we look up at the night sky, we all see the same moon and stars.
Right? It's like we're all bound together, no matter where we are. When you think of it like that, it's almost as if our friends from other nations will be right here celebrating with us. Isn't that a wonderful thought?
No wonder you were so excited to go see the giant lantern when you first got back. Sounds like you're a real fan of the White Horse Adeptus, huh?
I guess you could say that. Just a pity she's so elusive. Even Granny's never met her, you know? Maybe she really is just a legend after all.
Hey, Yanfei and Ganyu! Trust, Paimon. The White Horse Adeptus is as real can be.
Huh? Oh, look! It's the Traveler and Paimon! Feels like I haven't seen you two in, like, forever. Happy Lantern Rite. It's so good to see you again.
Hey, you two. Happy Lantern Rite.
Did I hear you?
That's right. Allow Paimon to introduce you to our new friend, Zichao. She's been low-key obsessed with cosplaying the White Horse.
I see. Well then,
I'm sure the two of...
so, Miss Zichao.
Hmm? A horse-shaped Zhao lantern? Is that what I think it is?
That's right. A lantern made to honor the White Horse Adeptus herself.
Huh? What are you laughing at?
Both the lantern and myself.
What do you mean?
Oh, this lantern truly is an artistic...
Come to think of it, Paimon can't remember ever...
Oh, this horse appeared just now.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
Oh, come on! It's basically a giant...
I was merely laughing at my own ignorance. I came here thinking that the White Horse Adeptus' tail had been...
Well, you couldn't have been more mistaken.
Just so you know, Yanfei, we've heard it all, like...
Uh-huh. But there's one thing...
Huh? You mean like...
Mm-hmm. And I heard it from...
Sure, no problem.
Of course! It's a fest...
That's right. But it took a really long time for the Stove God Festival to become what it is today. In its earliest form, it was actually an adeptal ritual known as the Moon Chase Rite.
Paimon remembers...
According to Cloud Retainer, the Moon Chase Rite was originally a ritual meant for communicating...
Communicating with the moon? But for what purpose?
At first, Cloud Retainer wasn't entirely sure either, as it was always Rex Lapis who
Whoa! Rex Lapis did it himself? Must have been a really important ritual.
That's right. Unfortunately, despite numerous attempts,
They never actually. But then, just yesterday, Kutching took a picture of the moon being obscured by a dark hole to Cloud Retainer and asked if it had anything to do with the moon chase rite. The moment Cloud Retainer saw it, it suddenly dawned on her that the rite might have been an attempt to.
Does that mean Zhang Li's been trying to bring back the White Hearse Adeptus all this time?
So how about that? Bet you never thought there might even be a link between the White Horse Adeptus and the Moon Chase Fest. If Kutching hadn't taken that picture to Cloud.
This is probably what
So, Geo Archon. All this time, you've been.
Huh? What do you mean? Oh,
Nothing. What I truly meant to say was this. Oh, by the way, my trusty guides.
Huh? We're off to the next stop already.
All the more reason to find the right spot.
oh, so that's what you're up to. A tour of. That's a great idea. Since the terrace is on higher ground, the sea view. Great. Well, the lantern ride's about to start. Hope to see you all at the festival.
Oh, you're off too?
See you soon.
Very well, my guides. What are we waiting for?
Okay, you're the boss. Eugene Terrace it is. After all, the customer's always right.
Something else you needed to do?
Oh, Paimon likes it.
And what, may I ask, is a photo?
It's this awesome invention that lets you record moments in the blink of an eye.
Oh? What must I do in preparation then?
Nothing. All you gotta do is choose a pose. The Traveler will handle everything else. Come on, let's give it a try. Look! We got a great picture! Paimon's gonna call it The White Horse Adeptus Meets the White Horse Adeptus in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. They've even discovered a way to preserve moments in time. Now very well. Let us proceed. Eugene Terrace lies in that direction, does it not?
Hey, wait for us!
Truly, a marvelous view if ever there was one. It seems.
And soon, people will start releasing their Xiao lanterns to mark the most important. Practically everyone will be with their friends and family, eating a big meal, chatting, and even setting off fireworks.
No need. Let us bring this weary day to a close.
Weary day? You mean
I had imagined you would arrange for me to witness some grand spectacle. Perhaps the descent of divine beings, the manifestation of the sacred before mortal, or, should that not come to pass, then at the very least, spend a little more coin. For that, it seems, is how one finds true enjoyment. Alas, but there was none of these. Instead, we merely filled our bellies, listened to tales, and gazed upon a crude imitation of my likeness. And now the sun begins its descent. What a day of quiet tedium.
Well, we're so sorry. If we'd known that was what you wanted, we'd have done it all differently. It's all that Zhang Li's fault for not making the customer's requirements clear.
Well, it's too late now. Do you still believe I would part with that soul fragment, now so intertwined with my very being?
But
I knew you were the more astute of the pair.
Huh? You were just trying to...
It seems the realm of the Geo Archon has a way of...
You were just pulling...
Of course. Long ago, I shared tales with various mortals who chanced upon my mountain abode. Never did I imagine that those, perhaps, as your Geolord said.
So, you've decided to help us?
Again, that goes without saying. I made up my mind some time ago when I beheld a rather intriguing scene as I set foot in this city. I saw porters passing through the alleys, setting down heavy wooden crates from their weary shoulders. Peddlers pushing carts as the kites and lanterns upon them rustled gently in the breeze. I saw cooks cooking, actors acting, scholars reading, soldiers marching, children playing, elders resting, officials officiating, and some, it seems, have already found that which stirs their hearts, while others continue to fret. Yet, in this gentle and serene order, each holds fast to their anticipation, not only for the celebrations to scenes I once yearned to behold now unfold before me. No longer. How wondrous is this more.
Thank you, Whitehurst Adeptus! Thank you so much!
Adeptus, Adepti. Perhaps the sing. But once we leave our mountain refuge, we find our. So, it is I who should offer my thanks to the two of you. Traveler, Paimon, you have made this day more delightful than any I've known in a long, long time. Come now, and take what it is you need.
You mean, like, right now? But don't you think we should wait for Zhang?
That won't be necessary. All things shall meet again in their time, for the waters know no rest, and the flowers their appointed season. One need not fear that life is but a journey of goodbyes.
Is she gone?
Yes, she's gone. A deadly self is formed from the body's impure vapors, so naturally it cannot survive long in this world. Had it not been now that the remnant is gone, it has severed its ties to the mortal world.
Zhengli! When did you get here?
A while ago.
I would have thought you'd at least want to say goodbye.
Though mountains endure, the ceaseless waters will, at last, wear away their sharp edges. Thus must I meet the marks wrought upon her by the ruler of time. It may be goodbye for now, but someday we will meet again.
Really? And
Who can say for sure? Years and years from now, perhaps. Or maybe tonight, at the Lantern Rite.
are you saying that if the Whitehurst Adeptus were to be resurrected, she'd still...
We will find out soon enough. It is time. The rite is about to begin.
The rite is about to begin. Is the moon really gonna disappear?
Got your lanterns ready, everyone?
All set.
Might be about time to put eyes to the sky. Wouldn't you say, Tianchuan?
Look! When the sun's out, eat the sun. When the moon's out, eat the moon!
Whoa, is this the lunar eclipse?
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light.
Under moon iridescent, in night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth
For
so
you.
fine. Under moon of frost, in night so great, a maiden grants tools to divine our fate. The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise, and all unfolds before our eyes. Fruits are gathered, sweet wine is poured. These gifts we offer to our Lord. Pure as heaven, so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night.
And with her does this, wish take flight.
Devoted soul, scattered and unbound. Let this lantern guide you home. By its light be found.
Did we do it? Do we finally get to meet the real White Horse Adeptus?
This place.
A familiar land.
Liyue? The peaks had been...
Oh no! She seems to have lost all her memory.
And those countless lights in the sky.
These lights, each like a dwelling in
And whose rebirth might that be?
that of my old friend, Zibai.
Zibai?
Yeah, that's you! Don't you remember anything at all?
That's... Oh, yes. Then... The Lord of Geo, Heaven's Star.
Many years have passed since we last saw one another. Zibai, my friend.
Home? But why does this place, this Liyue, feel who you are? You are that young Wushu dancer, the one who seeks disciples. How fares your quest for disciples? It must have yielded a truly
Hey, you've got it all wrong! You're talking about Gaming!
Hmm? But I could have sworn... Oh, that's right. You're that impudent blonde youngster who kept meddling... And to think you even had the audacity to presume yourselves worthy of being... What was it again? Ah, yes. Of being my guides. How very wonderful to see you again, my most faithful and beloved guides.
Well, she finally got it right. That sudden mood swing felt even worse.
It is possible that her cells have not yet settled. Brought back together. It may be some time before she fully recovers.
Huh? You mean, kinda like she still have...
That I cannot say for certain. Perhaps a few days.
A few years?
Mortal years are but a poor measure when divine beings tread the realm.
Well, if you say so.
Yes, there is little.
Say, what are those little...
Celebrating Lantern Rite, of course.
Lantern Rite.
Of course. Why else do you think we've been running around? Tell you what, Traveler, why don't we take the White Horse and... Who knows? Maybe seeing some familiar faces might help her find her feet? Hey, Xiangli! You've got some time on your hands now, right? Why don't you come along with us?
By no means a bad idea, Paimon.
Oh, it's a bye. Before Paimon forgets. When we meet the others later, remember to wish them a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy... Lantern Rite?
Happy Lantern Rite!
Yes! Happy Lantern Rite indeed.
Well then, let's go!
Lantern Rite. A night of joy, reunion, and moonlit.
Paimon wonders how the White Horse Adeptus is getting along. Maybe we should check in on her? We can ask Zhangli where she is. Looks like Zhangli hasn't stopped by for tea today.
Hey, are you two looking for your friend? Try going up that way.
Is Zhangli up that way?
No, but that young lady who was dressed up as the White Horse Adeptus the other day is. She's your friend, right? I just saw her head toward Wanmin Restaurant. I was wondering why she was eating alone.
Oh, what luck! We were just on our way to find her. But what's she doing at Wanmin Restaurant?
I have no idea. I said hello, but she completely ignored me. She couldn't have forgotten who I am, right? I mean,
Maybe she's still half asleep.
Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering why her eyes were so red.
Her eyes were red? Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You young people, stay. A word to your friend from. Yeah, what was that? Hurry along then. Oh, and don't